May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to all.
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
You're already in the Indian Civil Account Service.
Yes, sir.
You're a student of PSIR.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, I think there was a very interesting question before the Supreme Court that can a state government file a writ petition against the central government? Can it or can't it?
Sorry, sir. I don't.
on what grounds are it filed? In the Supreme Court. In the High Court, it's also for any other purpose. But in the Supreme Court,
Sir, Supreme Court. In Supreme Court, the writs are filed for. There are different types of writs, like mandamus or
they are broadly
habeas
filed
corpus.
for what purpose?
They are for if a. I don't know the legal term for it.
For a violation of fundamental rights?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, if the state of Tamil Nadu has filed a writ against the Enforcement Directorate, which is a Government of India agency, will it be for violation of fundamental right of the state or its officers?
Sir, if the writ of mandamus were a subordinate,
Don't get very technical, just tell me in very general terms.
sorry, sir, I don't know.
All right, can a state government, can an Indian state like Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra or UP, does an Indian state have fundamental rights or only citizens?
Sir, citizens have fundamental rights.
All right, I'll not go into the technical details. Article 19 talks about freedom, 19(1)(a) talks about the freedom of speech and expression. Does it extend to only individuals or does it also extend to non-individual entities?
Sir, Article 19(1)(a) extends to individuals only.
Let's say I'm a film producer, a film director, I produce a film and the government blocks it. Government says it can't be viewed by the public. Can I, as a film director or producer, go to the Supreme Court that by banning my film, the government is violating my freedom of speech and expression?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
So here am I going to the court for my violation of speech and expression or the movie that I have made?
Sir, it's a violation of artistic expression of the filmmaker. So,
Okay, go ahead.
so it is violating the fundamental right of the filmmaker.
Okay. Are the restrictions on freedom of speech and expression the same for the individual and the cinema or different?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay. Should there be any restriction on freedom of speech and expression in our democracy?
Yes, sir, there should be certain reasonable restrictions.
What is a reasonable restriction? Who decides?
Sir, the Constitution has already decided certain reasonable restrictions.
Last question. There are certain restrictions in Article 19 on the grounds of public morality. Can the Constitution define morality?
Sir, morality is an abstract term. It flows through conscience of what we decide or what a society
So
decides.
how can there be a legal action on a term that is more philosophical? Meaning, should anything be banned on the grounds of morality when morality itself is not very easily definable? Yes or no? Just say yes or no.
electrical engineering, Harshal, how electrical transmission, how the problems, existing problems can be reduced by modern electronics and technology, ICT. What
Sir,
are the problems? How they can be resolved?
sir, the
Maharashtra is okay.
Sir, the traditional transmission happens through AC current in long-term transmission. So there are a lot of challenges like voltage fluctuations, current loss in long-term transmission. Uh, the infrastructure is old, so there are a lot of technical losses like distribution and transmission losses. Around 23% of AT&C losses are there in India's grid. So a modern technology like smart grid or introducing of smart meters will help in reducing these losses by ensuring that there is metering at the proper level. The modern equipments will ensure.
Okay, that is good enough. I see you are in civil accounts.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about accounts, audit, budget?
Sir, accounts are the records of transactions that are maintained by an entity. Budget is what we prepare for showing what our income are and what our expenditure are. And audit is what happens after that, where we analyze how we spend our money.
Okay. Consolidated fund and contingency fund, and what is the other fund?
Sir, public account.
Public account. You know the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Political science, who are the thinkers or whose ideas we find in our constitution?
Sir, we find ideas of J.S. Mill.
Where
In fundamental rights, he gave the idea of freedom of speech and expression and liberty.
okay.
Uh,
We the people who has given. What does it mean? We the people?
Sir, it signifies democracy.
No. Which idea it is? It is a concept. Somebody has worked on it.
Yes, sir.
It has not come just like that. It's not. It has nothing to do with Mahabharata or Ramayana. It has pure political science.
Sir, I don't know who has given it.
Rousseau, General Will.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rawls' theory of justice. How do you explain? Okay, forget about. Gandhi or Ambedkar, who is a bigger political thinker?
Sir,
In your view, it can anyone can view anyone. I can say you are bigger than both of them. No issue. Some rationale should be there.
sir, I believe both have their own thoughts and own philosophies, but it will be very difficult to say someone
If
is.
you have to choose.
I would say Ambedkar.
Okay.
Harshal.
Yes, sir.
Harshal means
It means smile, happiness.
Harsh and Harshal. There is any difference between the two?
No, sir.
Same word.
The meaning is same, sir.
Meaning is same. Okay, Harshal, you have shown interest in natural farming.
Yes, sir.
How it is different from organic farming?
Sir, in organic farming, external inputs are used like vermicompost or organic fertilizers are used so that there is certain level of standard maintained. While in natural farming, it mimics the nature or how nature produces things. where there is no external inputs are added. So the cost involved in this both is significantly different. In organic farming, there is high cost involved because you have to have that standards, that certification to ensure
And
that.
which is more productivity, having more productivity?
Sir, according to many studies, the productivity is almost similar in both the cases. But organic has more demand considering there is certain due process is followed in the market. So, yes.
So, why you are specifically then interested in natural farming? Any reason for that?
Sir, natural farming is one where the the cost of producing is very less.
That is the only reason, or
No,
any?
sir. It is more sustainable. Although organic is also more sustainable, but there is manure labor is also high in organic farming. While in natural farming,
Basically, it amounts to cost of
yes,
production.
yes,
Huh?
sir. But sir, natural farming is more sustainable. It involves less input.
Okay, let's move out of it. Your father is village development officer.
Yes, sir.
So tell me the schemes of Government of India for rural development, for village development.
Sir, for village development,
Yes. Very big schemes are there for focus is there on.
so there is Gram Sadak Yojana.
One.
Uh,
What is the allocation for that?
so I don't know the exact amount, but it's around 20 or 30,000
Anyhow, we
crore.
need to check about it. What else?
Manrega is there,
Yes,
sir.
yes, Manrega is there.
For Manrega, it's around 60,000, around 80,000 crore is there for Manrega allocation. Har Ghar Jal Yojana is there.
Okay, you tell me in Narega, what are the possibilities of improvement? The government has done some changes in that scheme. Do you think that can be further improved upon? Or have you any idea? What are the areas covered under MG Narega?
So I don't know what the changes have been made recently. I will read upon it, sir. But the areas under which Manrega works is water conservation, watershed management, sanitation, local asset creation regarding farm ponds or other things.
Okay. My next question is, have you heard about this village development programs, VD, Vibrant Village Program?
No, sir. Sir, I will read upon it, sir.
Okay, my last question. What is the difference between the role of civil account service officers and the financial advisors in different ministries? How they differentiate their role?
Sir, the civil accounts officers in ministries perform a role of accounting and expenditure control.
Okay.
So the FAs or the financial advisors are the nodal point between Ministry of Finance and the program ministries. They perform the overall control over expenditure and major policy decisions regarding financial management. So the FAs exercise control over decision making in the ministries regarding public financial management.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Harshal. Look at that picture, the first one. Who's he?
It's Mahatma Gandhi.
Full name.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.
Suppose he never existed. Now, would India have gained freedom from colonial yoke?
Yes, sir. I believe we
How?
would have gained. Sir, India as a whole, we are people from different cultures, but there was an idea where we should be independent from others that existed during our national struggle. So even if Mahatma Gandhi would not have been there, there would have been someone who would have led that idea that we should have our self-rule and we should be independent of others, so that
Okay, now you mentioned a term which is there in history book, self-rule.
Yes.
When did it actually get voiced?
So self-rule was first voiced by uh, the moderates in initial discussions of INC. So that started when Dadabhai Nauroji first said in around 1905 or 06 session, where he said that India should get self-rule.
Okay, I'm going to make a statement. You react to that statement. Aristotle's definition of citizenship was not inclusive. I want your response on that.
Yes, sir. Sir, Aristotle was a Greek philosopher. He defined citizenship as those who are able to do the citizenship duties like participation in discussions and debates and lead the Greek society. So he defined Greek adult males as citizens and women or old people or children as non-citizens. So his definition was based on the work you are contributing to the Greek society. So it was non-inclusive, but it was focused on showing what citizenship means. So the idea was that doing your duty towards the nation is what citizenship defines.
Then, when did this right to franchise for all come about?
So it was around 19th century where before that there was a right to franchise for males, but in the 19th century it also came for females where female franchise movement started. So yeah, after that it gained momentum all over the world, first in Western societies and then in the non-Western societies.
What is aurora borealis?
So it's a atmospheric phenomena regarding the northern lights, especially witnessed in winters. It's green color light in the atmosphere.
Okay, good. Which area?
Sir, in Nordic countries, Iceland, Norway.
Okay. Now, under which conditions can emergency be imposed in India?
Sir, there are conditions like external war or external aggression, when then financial emergency, uh, internal rebellion. These are the conditions.
Okay. Thank you, Harshal.
Thank you, sir.
You just answered this question that right to vote for women was given in the 19th century.
Yes.
Which country was the first to give this?
I don't know the first country. Can I guess, sir?
Okay,
So I think it was New Zealand.
yes, correct. And I think thereafter, India was pretty high on the list.
Yes.
Indian Constitution provides for equality in terms of voting rights. All right, electrical engineer. I want you to tell me about the difference of generator and what is it? Sorry? Alternator. Generator and alternator.
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
In the automobiles, do we use generator or alternator to charge the battery?
Sir, I don't know, sir. I will read, sir. I will read upon it, sir.
Okay. When you speak of electrical engineering, what is a power factor in an electric circuit?
Sorry, sir.
You have left your electrical engineering long time ago.
Yes, sir.
All right. Uh, what is happening in the Red Sea?
Sir, Red Sea, in the Red Sea, there have been attacks on the commercial ships by the militant groups like Houthis. This has created a situation where countries have to divert their ships through South Africa, or countries have started giving a military protection or naval protection, and USA has imposed sanction on Houthis. So these are the militant groups from Yemen.
What is the latest? Yesterday and today's newspapers have it. What has happened lately?
Sir, I have not read about it.
You have not read that Houthis have started using submarine weapons, sub-water weapons, and the Americans have reacted to this. Why are Houthis intent on creating trouble in Red Sea? What are they trying to achieve? There is a statement that they have given. Yesterday's and today's news mentions about it.
Sir, I'm not aware of the statement, but the overall scenario is Houthis are backed by Iran. So
Iran.
yes. So they are trying to show the regional chaos that has been created by the Israel war, and they are trying to bank on this chaos to inflict damage upon the US assets in the region. So the chaos can benefit Iran in cementing its power in the region. So
The statement that was given by the Houthis is that whatever actions Israel do in Gaza, we will replicate that in the Red Sea. Okay, that is the trouble. Racket sports has picked up in India a lot recently.
yes, sir.
What are the achievements that we have received in which racket sports?
Sir, in badminton we have individual medals as well as
In which game?
in badminton, sir, PV Sindhu has
Recent. Tell us about the most recent ones.
sir, in badminton women's team recently won a team Asian championship. In tennis, sir, Sumit Nagal was the first person to play the second round of Australian Open, and Rohan Bopanna won the first major title at the oldest. He is the oldest number one also.
In doubles.
Yes, sir.
Men's doubles.
Men's doubles.
Does the name Anmol ring a bell to you?
Yes, sir. Anmol Kharb.
Okay, all right, thank you.
How do you think you performed today?
So I was below par, sir. This is my first mock since long. So
Why do you think below par?
I was not able to answer basic questions. I was fumbling.
Like?
Electrical engineering, constitution related questions, major area of my optional. So I think I should read up on all these things.
When's your interview?
28 March.
Your time?
Yes, sir.
At times were you a bit nervous?
Yes, sir. Where this constitution related questions.
Initially when you walked in I found you very pleasant and very confident, but then somewhere in between I thought sort of up and down,
Yes,
all right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Normally we find that people when they come in a bit nervous and they gain in confidence. In your case I was finding it the other way around. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You got thoroughly confused in the constitution questions.
Yes,
A
sir.
little bit of confusion understood. Even if it's your optional, you are not supposed to know everything.
Yes.
And yet I thought that a bit more understanding would have been a great help.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will read upon it.
Correct?
Yes.
And especially because this was the news. I read it in the news today, that's why I remembered.
Yes, sir.
That can a state government file a writ against a central agency? And from that only I followed up on so many other questions.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Then I was asking you a straightforward question. I've forgotten what it was. That say yes or no. You were neither saying yes nor saying no. Then I think he also asked you some question of opinion based. You are not very hesitant to form an opinion. Why?
I don't know, sir. I was just, I felt I was under pressure to answer. Sir.
What kind of pressure?
Don't know, sir.
You know, in an opinion, factual question, if you don't know, it's okay. But opinion based question, if you avoid forming an opinion, that gives a very negative impression. Factual question, you say as many you don't know, doesn't make a difference. But I repeat, if you can't form an opinion, that actually is a problem. So be careful.
Yes, sir.
College subject needs to be looked at. You have already said it. I have also written it down here. Current affairs, I think you need to.
Yes, sir.
My question started with current affairs actually.
Yes, sir.
And again in constitution, emergency. You had asked emergency. Now there again, if you are trying to quote words from the constitution, be sure you said internal rebellion. What is the word the constitution uses?
Sir, constitution uses disturbance,
Armed rebellion.
armed rebellion, sorry. Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So broadly what I am finding is that maybe possibly you know things but you are not very confident in expressing, or you actually need to brush up on
Yes, sir.
at least current affairs, your optional, and the subject you study in college.
Yes, sir.
I repeat, factual questions you can say no as many times. Opinion based questions, if you avoid, it will cause you a problem. You will lose marks.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Your shoes should match your remaining.
Yes, sir. I am changing
I
the
have nothing
shoes.
much to say there.
Yes, sir.
Mano?
With you also, I have almost a similar comment that I gave to the other gentleman. Can you analyze the reasons why you are not getting more than 170? What is it that you are lacking? Tell me.
Confidence and communication skills, I feel.
So why you have given 3 interviews and you have got into a service, you are already a government servant. What more do you need for boosting your confidence?
Maybe I'm not well brushed up on all these subjects. So
Whether you are brushed up or not, it doesn't matter. Confidence is a different thing.
Yes.
So that
You know?
stems from confidence stems from this.
Okay, even if I take that, what stopped you from saying at that point of time when you got stuck that confidently, that sir, I don't know. There is nothing that comes to my mind, or whatever you want to say. Whenever you said I will study, it was like, yeah, I will study. This shows absolute lack of confidence. You same thing you can say, sir, I do not know, I will study. Look at the difference.
Yes.
I will study. Unless you change this, you will not get more than 172. That's my advice. So work on this, you have time, stand in front of the mirror, think of a question, answer with confidence, with higher voice, with more passion into it. That is the only way to improve. Otherwise, there's nothing more. You can keep reading your current affairs, link it with every question that came, whether chairman sir asked or anyone, it was all linked with whatever is happening these days. How much, you don't need to think too much about what to study. Just go through the paper, get to the background of everything that is there in the news. That's it.
Yes.
All right? All the best to you.
Any questions? Sorry. Yeah.
Harshal, I'd like to make one point. You are already in service. You're there.
Yes.
And we are all here to encourage and build you up. But I have a comment. You appeared as if you already lost the game.
Are you
Why?
tired? Are you
No,
tired?
sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not tired.
Tired of this battle?
No, sir.
See, it is the last push you have to give
Yes, sir.
to go across to a higher service, which you, in your opinion, in your thought process, you want. So you have to prove that and give that push. And please read a book about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Energy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye bye. All the best.
All the best.